Okay, 2016 is over. We're just kind of turning the corner into 2017. So like pretty much every January, I thought it'd be a good time to do a quick channel update, just kind of give you a snapshot of where we are in the channel and what we got coming up. So that's coming up next on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. Well, it's 2017. I don't know if I remember correctly from when I was a kid, we should all be driving flying cars by now, shouldn't we? But we're not. However, we do have this really cool thing that you can look at this little box in your hand and watch videos, and which is pretty cool. So anyway, the technology is pretty amazing, even if we're not flying around in cars, is my point. So kind of a quick channel update here. First of all, thank you so very much for supporting Survival on Purpose. This time last year we had around almost 50,000 subscribers. Right now we have just broke a couple of weeks ago the 80,000 subscriber mark, and I'm on track right now at Survival on Purpose to hit that 100,000 subscriber mark probably in the first quarter of 2017. So along those lines, I got a big change coming up on the channel, and I've really thought about this a lot, and it's been a lot of soul searching, a lot of arguing with myself. Bottom line, I've made a decision that I am no longer going to be able to respond to every single comment. You know, for over 3 years now, I have made it my absolute goal to respond to every single comment, one way or another. And you know, it's just getting to the point now, honestly, where that's literally taking up hours a week, literally hours a week, and I just, you know, I can't do it anymore. You know, so I just want to go ahead and put that out here now. If I don't respond to your comment, please don't get your feelings hurt. It doesn't mean that I don't care. You know, I read every one of them. You know, the cool thing is about this technology we have now, flying cars or not, there's an app on my phone. I can look at all the comments on my phone and read them, you know, in my spare time or whatever. And if there's something that maybe, you know, you need some information or you have a legitimate question or whatever that maybe you need my help, I'll do my best to try to help you. But if that is the case, you can do me a favor. Two things you can do me a favor to help me help you. First of all, post it as a brand new comment, because if you post it as a reply on another comment, like where they get nested, there's not a good way in YouTube's interface for me to pull those out. That, you know, they get buried, they're gone. The only thing that really shows up on any of the interfaces that I can reply to comments is a new comment. So if you have a question or something, you really need a response, you need some help from me, then be sure and post it as a new comment. And I get those notifications on videos that are 3 years old even. But if it's a new comment, I'll get it and I can see it, and I can reply to it if need be. And I will continue to do my best to reply to any comments that really need a reply. If you're saying hey or thanks or whatever, or great job, I appreciate that. I do read them, every one, and it does encourage me, to be honest with you, when you know, to know that you like what I'm doing, that I've helped you or whatever. But I'm just unable to continue to, it's taking away time from my family, it's taking away time from my ability to create more videos and to try to turn this into a business, because that's my goal, by the way. I said it before, I said it last year, I'm saying it again, my goal is to turn this YouTube into a full-time business. I'm not there yet, but I'm a little closer than I was last year, which is good news. So that's the first thing you can do. Don't nest a comment underneath somebody else's as a reply. If you really need a response, then make sure you put it as a new comment. The second thing you can do is make sure that your comment does not contain profanity. And I'm talking about mild profanity, because I've got filters set to keep this channel you know, as family friendly as possible. I'm a Scoutmaster. Some of the Boy Scouts watch the channel. I know a lot of kids watch it. Anyway, that's my decision to keep it family friendly. I'm not changing that, and even a mild profanity. So anyway, using any of that vocabulary in your comment will cause me to be unable to reply to it. So there's that. Now, along those lines, YouTube just recently created the ability for me to put a pinned comment on, so that I can actually pin a comment. It'll stay at the top of every comment section on every new video I make. So I did that, and I try to do that, and basically with a notice about no profanities and blah, blah, blah. Also, you know, no racial slurs and no hateful, just vindictive, just being mean, stupid stuff. That's going to get you blocked, because I ain't got time for that, okay? So since people start seeing that notice, some people seem to want to argue with me that I'm violating free speech, or I'm trying to control their thoughts or whatever. So let me real quickly address that, okay? I'm 100% proponent of the First Amendment and of free speech. But in my opinion, what's important is to not censor ideas. Words, in my opinion, are a different matter. Profanity, that's just good manners. And if you're unable to get your concept or idea across without, or unwilling to get your concept across without the use of profanity, then that's tough. It's not going to happen here. Throughout human history, there have been communications and documents and words written and created which changed the course of mankind. The Declaration of Independence is one, the Constitution of the United States, the Magna Carta, the Thomas Paine's writings, the Bible. Many great works of communication were created that literally changed the course of humanity without profanity. So if you can't make a YouTube comment without profanity, tough. Learn some more vocabulary. If that bothers you, then I would question your motives. So there we go on that. I'll just get that out of the way. Again, I'm not changing. If you don't like it, tough. Was that too mean? Anyway, that's pretty much it for the comments and whatnot. Going from comments to content. It kind of rhymes, doesn't it? So first of all, you notice this channel is pretty much turned into, over the last couple of years, almost 100% product reviews and gear reviews. Last year I said I was going to try to change that. Honestly, I didn't do that great a job this year. But really and truly going forward next year, that is my goal, to minimize, at least decrease the percentage of straight up product gear reviews. And even though I do try, when I do a product review or a gear review, I really try to show it in use and show some practical uses of it, and not just do an unboxing video, because I try to do a product review or gear review like I would want to see to help me make a purchasing decision, and hopefully that helps you too. But along those lines, as far as content, I'm going to be expanding the focus of the channel. If that's not an oxymoron, expanding the focus. We're going to be expanding the content of the channel to cover more firearms type stuff and more. We just call it gun stuff, okay? Because I like guns. I'm not an expert at guns any more than I'm a survival expert, but I've always liked shooting. I've always liked guns, and so I'm going to approach the gun stuff and the self-defense stuff and the Second Amendment stuff that I'm going to be kind of branching into with the same mindset of, I'm just a regular person, just like you probably are, and that happens to like this stuff and be interested in this stuff and find this stuff important, and we're going to cover it from that perspective. So I'll be looking at some more firearm stuff, just some more general preparedness stuff. I started out focusing on wilderness survival and camping and stuff because I'm a scoutmaster and I got a lot of broader experience space with that. But I've also, been shooting guns and carrying concealed and doing those things for a long time too. I kind of hesitated to get into that because it does sort of bring out the crazies sometimes, but I think I've got enough experience dealing with some of those crazies on YouTube, to be honest with you, that I'm a little more confident now in dealing with that stuff. So anyway, we're going to go there and just see what happens. And some people have asked me also, as far as content goes, about the Bronco Bugout series. I kind of let that thing sit on the vine for a while because honestly, I've been really busy and Bronco needs a little work, and I really didn't have the spare funds to devote to it at this point in time. But I'm going to pick that back up hopefully this year. As I'm making this video, they're talking about possibly 4 to 6 inches of snow in Georgia, so I'm about to go make sure the Bronco battery's charged up and good to go when I sign off here anyway. So anyway, that is about the content. One more kind of brief thing about content. You've seen over the last year or so that I have actually started doing more sponsored videos. And just to get it right out on the table, what that means is somebody's giving me money to make a video. And if it's a sponsored video, I'm going to tell you right up front, this is a sponsored video. That means I'm getting financially compensated for my time and effort in making that video. I'm still going to do the absolute best job I can of demonstrating that product so you can make an informed decision, not based on what I say, because I know a lot of people think that makes me less than trustworthy, but I'm just being upfront with you. But based on what you see the product do, whether or not I'm getting paid or not, you can make hopefully an informed decision about whether or not it's something you might want to buy or need. So, but I am doing more sponsored videos. Hopefully I will do even more of them, because that's really the only viable way for a small YouTube channel like mine to become a full-time income, and that's what I'm working toward, like I said last year. Bigfoot claims he saw Chuck Norris. That's that. Speaking of sponsors, I do want to thank Through Night Flashlights for sponsoring my upcoming trip to the SHOT Show the third week in January. They sponsored my trip there last year, and they were kind enough to do so again this year. So thanks to that, Through Night, so much for that. Also, thanks to Hog Holsters. They're a sponsor for this year's SHOT Show. Also, that's pretty much it for the content, with the exception of I am going to be going to SHOT Show, so there'll be videos from there. And Through Night is going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to give away 4 flashlights. There'll be a separate video about that, but probably going to be Facebook Live videos. So if you want to take advantage of those, I encourage you to go over to just search for Survival on Purpose Facebook, or there's a link in the description below, and you can click on there and like the page, and that way you'll be able to get notified when the video's there. Maybe win a flashlight. And then speaking of giveaways, one more thing is I did a video a little while back about some survival gear, survival kit stuff from campingsurvival.com that they give away once a month. But also the one they sent me to show you, I'm going to be giving away to somebody when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers. So you can hurry that up by sharing it with everybody you know and increasing the subscriber count. But that's just kind of my way of saying thank you for all your support. Finally, last but not least, as I said I was going to do last year and failed miserably, I'm going to try my best to improve the website this year and really start sending some newsletters out on a more regular basis. Hopefully I can make time for that. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends. Thank you so very much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time. And I'm talking about just cover your little ears, but if you say damn or hell, it's probably going to get filtered. It's myself that it's the right thing to do. And by the way, that's my neighbor, the same one that has the barking dogs. I don't know which one's louder.